The death of one of India's most prominent freedom fighters, Subhash Chandra Bose, has been a subject of myriad conspiracy theories. His name and legacy has always been tried to usurp by one political party or the other for their own agenda, and such has been confusion or rather controversy about his death that till date there have been no concrete closure to the issue, at least not in the minds of his ardent followers. Subhash Chandra Bose died in a plane crash on August 18, 1945 according to government documents. The plane carrying him to Manchuria was said to have gone missing on the way. The disappearance of his plane raised many questions, including whether it actually had crashed. In this video, we take a very brief look at those conspiracy theories which drew much attention, besides looking at the timeline of the major investigations launched to look into the circumstances of his death. But before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. One theory was that it was a ploy set up by Netaji himself to deceive the Allied forces and reach a safe place to continue his struggle. Another theory claimed that Netaji became a recluse and settled down in North India. Few years back, parallels were drawn between a Gumnami Baba and Subhash Chandra Bose. And yet another theory insisted that he was betrayed by Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi and was jailed in Russia. In fact, several formal inquiry commissions had been launched to put an end to all those speculations. Before the first of these committees was appointed in 1956, 6 formal investigations were carried out at the plane crash site where Netaji had supposedly died. Those were carried out by the British Army, the government of British India, the government of Japan and the Allied forces. The reason was very simple. The British and Americans wanted to establish whether Netaji had actually died. The first foreign report came from the Japanese government, which was made 12 days after the crash at Japanese-occupied Taihoku. It had eyewitness accounts and opinions of medics, paramedics and local administration. It confirmed that Bose indeed died following the air crash. The British government also conducted a probe under Colonel Figgis after the fall of Japan, which confirmed the air crash theory in July of 1946. The war correspondence of the United States with the British too confirmed the same. The fourth concrete report was prepared by the US Central Intelligence Agency. It said that Bose did not survive the crash in Taiwan, and after that Bose was termed as dead by the Americans in their future correspondence with the British government. But these did not put an end to speculations in independent India. In 1956, the government formed the Netaji Inquiry Committee. This committee consisted of Shah Nawaz Khan, a former Major General in the INA and then Parliamentary Secretary, Netaji's elder brother Subhash Chandra Bose and the S.N. Matra of the Indian Civil Service. The committee examined 67 witnesses, including 11 eyewitnesses who confirmed Netaji's death as a result of burn injuries. They cross-examined 5 of the 6 persons who had accompanied Netaji on his last flight from Bangkok. On concluding its inquiry, the committee prepared a 3-page draft report that agreed that Bose had died in the said air crash. But strangely, soon after signing the draft report on 2nd of July 1956, Subhash Bose took a different view and did not sign the final report. The final report, signed by Khan and Matra, was submitted on August of 3rd, 1956. It was accepted by the Indian Parliament in September of 1956. Then, in 1970, the government formed Justice Khosla Commission under retired Justice G.D. Khosla. Unsurprisingly, nothing new came out of this commission's report. Justice Khosla interviewed 4 of Netaji's co-passengers and 5 eyewitnesses to the crash. Over a period of 4 years, he also interviewed Shah Nawaz Khan, Subhash Bose and 224 other witnesses. He concluded, like the others before him, that Netaji had been grievously injured by the aircraft crash at Taihoku and had died the same night. In 1999, as directed by the Calcutta High Court, the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government instituted the Justice Mukherjee Commission, which said that Bose did not die in the plane crash and that the ashes in a temple in Tokyo were not his. The report was rejected by the Manmohan Singh government. In 2016, the Narendra Modi government released the first set of 100 declassified files pertaining to his death. In fact, files related to his death were declassified twice earlier. In 1997 by the H.D. Deve Gowda government and in 2012 by the Manmohan Singh government. The files declassified by the Gowda government were mostly from the Ministry of Defence, and those declassified by the Manmohan Singh government were from the Ministries of Home and Defence. But even after the release of all these classified documents, the mystery surrounding the death of Subhash Chandra Bose has not ended, at least not for all. These were the most well-known and most talked about conspiracy theories regarding his death and the timeline of the official inquiry committees that were formed to look into this matter. We hope you would like this new video. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.